first thing we want to do is start off with a smooth foundation. My face is freshly washed, so what I'm going to do is use some of this toner right here. Let me just take these off. I had these on for a bit.
On white man, cause I'm on white man, cause I'm on white man, cause I'm on white man, cause I'm.
And then the next thing is I'm going to go in with this moisturizer that the dermatologist recommended to me. And I need my face well moisturized, so I'm going to go ahead and use this moisturizer right here. I go in with my sunscreen stick. I think this is so cute. Perfect. So we have a good foundation to work with, and now we're going to get started.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I recently started using this, and I love how my makeup looks when it's done. So we're gonna go ahead and get our skin primed. So now that we have that going, I don't really do my eyebrows like that because they're pretty thick. So usually I neglect them, but I think you get a more polished look when you actually take the time out to, you know, groom it and shape them up. So we're gonna do that today. I used to love doing my makeup when I was younger, but for the longest time I have struggled with my skin as far as like acne is concerned. And as I said, in order for your makeup to look nice, you need a really nice foundation. And so I kind of just give up on, well, not give up on makeup, but just kind of like fall back from it a little bit. So needless to say, my makeup skills are less than desirable right now. So the next thing that I'm going to start on are my, what do you call this now? Peso, my eyelid them. So I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. So that's what we have right now. Yeah, my office set $100 alarm, otherwise I do not wake up. And foundation. And I'm going to put it on my forehead. Now, my goal for my makeup is to get it looking like the UK body makeup girls, because their makeup, like, you can tell that they're wearing makeup, but it's not like cakey, or it doesn't look like makeup. It almost looks like their skin. So I'm trying every day to get a little bit closer to their makeup method. Then I'm going to go in with the same concealer. This is by Maybelline, and I'm going to go under my eye. Just watch me. I'm gonna let that sit for a while now. This is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but that's fine because I can fix it, I promise. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. This is a little bit damp, and just blend it out. And the reason why you wet the beauty blender or you damp it a little bit is because it's easier to blend that way. When it's dry, it's harder for you to get the product to mix or to blend into your skin. But at the same time, you don't want to put too much water, because then it's going to take the product off your face. Okay, perfect. Now the next thing that I do is I go in with my where is my foundation again? My foundation, and I do the rest of my face. So here it goes. And I just bring the products all the way down to my neck. No, listen, I have beef with my makeup every single time because I don't know, when I look in the mirror, I don't feel like my neck is a different shade from my face. Yet when I put my makeup on and I take pictures, there is an obvious difference. Like, I don't know where the disconnect is. I have to keep my face hydrated because I'm in the air all day and sometimes my face tends to get dry. So this is my new strategy. Now that I have put on my foundation, I'm not done yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put on my setting spray. So because I hate when I go to the bathroom in between flights or whatever and I see that my makeup is dry or it look cakey, me not like see. I just want it to look like skin. So I'm trying different strategies to see what works for me. Now this concealer is closer to my shade, and this is the last layer of concealer that I'm going to put on my eyelid. Lately all I can think about is starting my family and building new traditions. That's all I can think about. But listen, I don't even have a foot in the game. I don't have no man, I don't have no prospects, I don't have nothing. Aww. But that's literally all I can think about. Every time I'm at work and I see a family that boards the plane, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I start building my little family. And you know, like, people are like, oh my gosh, you have such a cute family. Because baby, I'm going to be like the soccer mom. I'm going to be like lovey-dovey wife. I just want to thrive in all departments of my life. I don't want no laps. But listen, it needs a lot of work and them cost money. And I can barely afford myself. So I have to put down that. Put it down over this. So we're going to go in and, yes, you guessed it, conceal. And we're concealing again with the same concealer that's closer to my shade. Just touched down in the airport. Track 2 to my Air Force. All of my girls, them love me. Alright, boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. 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 And then with the same wet or damp beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and just blend it in. This is usually where my makeup is like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And then I start adding stuff after this step, and that's usually where stuff go downhill. I know what you're thinking, Jessica, if you know say it gets worse from here, why do you try? Because when done properly, the steps after this, when done correctly, it makes your makeup look magnificent. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve today, right? Now, the first thing, I'm confused. First thing I'm going to do is contour my nose. So I'm going to use this powder. It's a pressed powder by NK or whoever this is. But this is what it looks like. It's a little bit darker than my skin complexion. So I think it's perfect to contour. Nobody never tell me say I saw it's supposed to go, but I still do it. Here. And I just kind of like pull it down and push it into my nose at the sides. No, I see makeup looks where it's obvious that you contoured your nose and you can see the dark line. I don't like to see it, so I'm trying to be very light-handed here. But again, it all depends on the look what you're going for, but this is all about me. I'm not about that. Alright. So you kind of start look dark in the middle. Ooh. I dab it like this with a brush like this. And I kind of like just, I'm kind of contouring the perimeter. The perimeter of my face. Yeah. So get that to blend in a little bit. And listen, I know, Jessica, you don't need makeup. You don't need makeup. You're a pretty girl. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I love it. 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 And then on top of that, most times, especially on morning trips like these, I wake up and I look like a zombie. Bag them heavy, like say me I carry bag for the whole world under my eye. So usually I don't wear makeup this often, but I find now that I wear makeup pretty much every day. Concealer has become my best friend because I have days where I'm like, I'm not going to wear any makeup. And then when I look in the mirror at work, I'm like, come on Jessica, you look tired and done out. So I try to do a little extra so I look alive and awake. I've had some pretty bad days with makeup. There's been days where my makeup is so bad, I just got to the bathroom go wipe it off because I look like a clown. And I wonder, did I do my makeup in the dark? Why am I look so scary? And Halloween gone. No, I could get creative and do a little extra, do a little blue under here. So I don't know. How are we feeling today? Are we feeling extra? Let me see how much flight we have. Because sometimes when you're going to do certain makeup looks, you have to have the energy that matches, otherwise you look kind of odd. So actually, let's not do the extra today. I'm gonna skip the extra. The most I'll do is probably do some mascara on my bottom lashes, but I'm gonna leave the extra for next time. This is usually where I mess up. So see it here now, the blush. Now listen, I have a love-hate relationship with the blush business because I've seen where I make the makeup look nice, I'm gonna see where you look like a clown. So I'm gonna use the darker shade first, right? I'm gonna turn my brush at an angle. Here, pro. Anyways, dab, 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 right? And then I'm going to go, listen, placement is important here, right? So it depends on how your face look. For me, I'm going to place it like underneath my cheekbone. So like right here, right underneath that cheekbone area right there. I'm just gonna dab it up right up in there. And this is the darker side, so it's just, the other day I did this and me look like me getting on a fight or something. I'm not really so friendly with the blush like that. Now I'm going to go in with this brighter shade, right? I thought this would be a little bit darker and it looks very light. But anyways, I'm going to go in with the pink. And I'm going to go slightly above where I just went with the darker shade. And what I like to do is kind of like smile to see which part of blush should actually be. So right now I'm going to use some of this pressed powder that I got from Shein. I like it. It kind of have like a wet texture. So I'm just gonna put it all over my makeup to kind of set it a little bit. Guys, literally I'm just doing random stuff. Anything that I feel like might make myself look good, that's what I'm doing. So this is the Fit Me powder by Maybelline in the shade Coconut. Alright, so honestly I'm going to set my face twice. So let me go ahead and do that right now. This is what we have right now. I'm really liking it. It's just very subtle, it's not too much, it's very demure. And I'm just going to keep that going. So I'm using this powder, the loose powder by Fenty Beauty. A lot of people ask me about this powder. A lot of people being like 2 people, but it's really good. I'm just gonna put some under my eye, and I'm not going to put too much since I'm going to put another round. And honestly, if I was wearing my red jacket today, I would do red lips, but that's just too much red. I'm gonna feel so bold today. Like red on red? No. So right now I'm going to press the powder into my skin as I am blending it. So you're not wiping it in and you're pressing it into the skin. Or at least that's what I'm doing. I keep turning this into a tutorial and I don't know what I'm doing. Don't follow me. This is just my little way of showing up in the world, okay? Don't be too hard on me. Maybe this is the disconnect between my face and my neck for my makeup. So I'm going to add a little bit. Where did I put it? A little bit of this powder on my neck. My face and my neck depend 2 different pages, man. Everything will look like everything connected. But this is basically what it is. Let me do one more coat of this. Mighty. Again, not too much because I just don't want to put too much. Alright. I'm gonna leave this. Let that bake for a little bit, and in the meantime I'm going to move on to some peas. I'm trying not to mess it up because that's what I do when I rush. Oops. But guys, this is basically my makeup look. Tell me anything. Alright, so now I'm going to spray the Tilbury setting spray on it first. Get a little time to dry. In the meantime, just have to get ready. That's it for my makeup look. Rate me out of 10. Oh my look. Oh my stare. Ready for the road? Alright, I'm gonna slow touch. Don't rush. Alright, see me, you know how it look. Talk to me. I gotta go because I'm late, but